Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gnananjana चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नम ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I offer my humble obeisances to everyone. I wish everyone a very auspicious Purushottam month, which comes once in 2.5, 3 years. And on this auspicious occasion of the beginning of Purushottam month, from today, we are beginning a series of sessions on the Purushottama Yoga from the Bhagavad-gītā, which is the 15th chapter of Bhagavad-gītā. And there are so many children attending our kids satsang programs and many other devotees who are connected to our sessions. So in this 1 month of Purushottama, we have 4 weeks and we have 20 shlokas in the 15th chapter of Bhagavad-gītā, which is Purushottama Yoga. In these 4 weeks, we will try to learn these 20 shlokas from the 15th chapter, weekly 5 shlokas. So today is 17th May. Today is Sunday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. These 5 days we will learn 5 shlokas from this chapter. And on Friday, a quiz will be sent to all the devotees, and children and even adults also can just answer this quiz, which is based on the first 5 shlokas. And on Saturday, you can write a beautiful essay uh, on a topic which is from this first 5 shlokas. Then Saturday you can submit, and Sunday we'll again start our next session from the 6th shloka. Then again Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday we'll do shloka number 6 to 10. Then again a quiz and an essay written by you. Then we'll continue like that. These 4 weeks of Purushottam month, let's try to meditate on the beautiful meanings of the 20 shlokas from the Purushottama Yoga, which is the 15th chapter of the Bhagavad-gītā. So these videos that we are doing, each video will explain one shloka from this chapter. So today we'll take the first shloka from the 15th chapter of Bhagavad-gītā. We'll recite the shloka a few times so that devotees and children especially can become familiar with the recitation of the shloka, and we'll discuss the meaning in a very easily understandable way, and we'll also discuss some important lessons that this shloka is teaching us based on the wonderful explanations given by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and also some commentaries by acharyas like Krishna Sikurti Thakur and Baladev Vidya Bhushan. But I will keep these sessions very simplified so that even children can also become familiar with the shlokas and their meanings and the practical lessons that they can uh, teach us. And let's not keep these sessions very scholarly or very deeply philosophical, because we have conducted so many sessions like that in our Bhakti Shastri, and even recently Gita Pravaha also we did in the December, in the December 1st to 30th. We have done Gita Pravaha sessions giving an entire overview of the Bhagavad Gita in 30 sessions. But this month, Purushottam month, let's focus only on this one chapter and see a simplified explanation of this shlokas of this chapter. Let me begin with the first shloka. I am sharing slide. Just give me 1 second. I'll put it full screen. Yes. Uh, yes. I hope all of you are able to see the screen. This is the first shloka that Krishna speaks in the 15th chapter. Shri Bhagavan urdhvamulamādhasyakham ashvatham prahuravyayam chandamsi yasya parnani yastam vedasa vedavit ऊर्ध्वमूलम् अधशाखम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययम् छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित्. In this first shloka of Purushottama Yoga, Krishna describes this material world as an upside down Ashwatha Vriksha or a banyan tree. Let's see the meaning of this shloka line by line and word by word. We'll try to understand its meaning. First, Krishna says that urdhvamulam adhasyakham. Ashwatham prahuravyayam. Ashwatha is a banyan tree. Prahur means it is said. Who said? Great authorities, great sages said that there is a tree called Ashwatha tree or a banyan tree which is avyayam, which is imperishable. And what is the speciality of this tree? Urdhva moolam. Moolam means root. Shakha means branches. Urdhva means the root of this tree is upwards. Generally, when you see a tree, the root is at the bottom and the stem and the branches and the leaves, they are on the top. But here Krishna says that there is another tree, which is an imperishable banyan tree, where the root is upwards and the branches are downwards. Right? Urdhva moolam. Moolam means root, urdhva means upwards. Adhaha means downwards, shakha means branches. So urdhva moolam means the root of this tree is upwards and adhashakham, the branches of this tree are downwards. So it's an upside down tree. So Krishna describes this tree. Basically, this tree is the material world. We'll explain this. Krishna is giving a beautiful metaphor. Now, third line. Chandamsi yasya parnani. Parna means leaves. Yasya means that which belongs to this tree. Chandamsi. Chanda means Vedic hymns. There are so many mantras and hymns in the Vedas, and the leaves of this tree are compared to the Vedic hymns. Right? There is an imperishable banyan tree whose roots are upward and branches are downwards, and the leaves of this tree, upside down banyan tree, are compared to the Vedic hymns. Yastam Veda Savedavit. Yastam Veda. Veda means to know. So one who knows this tree is Vedavit. Vedavit means someone who understands the Vedas, the knower of the Vedas. So who is the knower of the Vedas? One who knows this upside down banyan tree. And what is this banyan tree? Basically, this banyan tree is the material world in which we are living now. And why its roots are downwards, so roots are upwards and branches are downwards? The reason is it's a reflection tree. So I hope the meaning is clear. Now let's go a little deep into this shloka and understand it. When do you see the roots of a tree upward and the branches downwards? When you are standing on the bank of a pond, you will see that the reflection tree has roots upward and branches downward. The original tree, it has roots at the bottom and branches on the top. But if you see the reflection of this original tree in the lake, you will see that the branches are downwards and the roots are upwards. So that's an upside down tree. So Krishna explains here that he gives a very mysterious and interesting picture of this upside down tree. So Krishna says that this world in which we are living, it's like a huge upside down tree. Roots are upwards, branches are downwards. And as we discussed, because it's a reflection tree, its roots are upwards and branches are downwards. Now, this material world is considered a reflection of the spiritual world. Now, when you are standing on the bank of a lake and observing the original tree, the tree stays there. And when you observe the reflection of the tree, you cannot see the reflection tree always. Sometimes it appears, sometimes it disappears. You take a stone and throw it in the water. The water may shake, then the reflection will break. Then the real tree always exists, but the reflection tree disappears. Similarly, the real tree is the spiritual world and the reflection tree is the material world. So just as the real tree exists and reflection tree sometimes appears and sometimes disappears, similarly the spiritual world always exists and the reflection of the spiritual world, which is material world, is it disappears, right? It may not, it doesn't exist always. Now you are seeing these people, right? There are some boys and girls and dogs and cats. They're jumping upwards. So here is a man jumping upwards and his reflection is seen in the water, but the reflection is not clear. It is shaking because the water is shaking, the reflection is also shaking. Similarly, you can see all other people, there are original people and their reflections, right? So in the spiritual world, there is the original Supreme Lord Krishna. And he has these eternal associates like Yashoda Mata, Nanda Maharaj, who are his parents, all the Gopas and the Gopis and the cows and the calves. They're all associates of Krishna. For example, Yashoda Mata and Nanda Maharaj love Krishna in Vatsalya Prema, in the mood of parents. Similarly, the Gopas, younger ones, they love Krishna in Sakhya Bhav. They see Krishna as a friend. Similarly, you see the gopis, younger gopis, they love Krishna as a lover. They're in Madhurya Rasa. So, this friendship, love, affection, parental love, all these are existent eternal in the spiritual world, but in the material world, a reflection of these relationships are seen. What is the difference between the spiritual world and material world? In spiritual world, everything is permanent. In the material world, everything is temporary. There, the forms are permanent. Here, the forms are temporary. There, the forms are eternal. Here, the forms are very fleeting. There, the relationships are permanent. Here, relationships are temporary. Everything connected to the Supreme Lord in the spiritual world is permanent, whether it is Vaikuntha or Goloka or wherever you go. But the reflection of that spiritual world is this material creation. And sometimes it is seen, sometimes it is not seen. Like when Mahavishnu breathes out, millions of material universes come out of his bodily pores. So that's compared to the reflection tree. So here is the spiritual world, the original tree, and here is the material world, which is compared to that reflection tree. Basically, this is the essence of the shloka. Krishna is just giving a simple metaphor. He will continue this metaphor in the later shlokas. Tomorrow we'll discuss the second shloka, we'll understand more. But in short, this shloka is teaching us that the material world is like a reflection of the real spiritual world. The spiritual world is eternal and perfect, but this material world keeps changing. And uh, by the way, the root of both the trees is Krishna only. Krishna is the root of the spiritual world, Krishna is the root of material world. When you're standing on the shore of a lake and observing a tree, uh, the real tree has its root here and the branches go upward. And the reflection tree also has a root here and the branches go downward. But the root is same at same place. So Krishna is the root. Krishna is the root of the spiritual world also and material world also. It is from Krishna that the spiritual world came, and it is from Krishna the material world also appeared. Right? So whether we are in the material world or in the spiritual world, we are always connected to Krishna. Whether we agree or not, we are always connected to Krishna. But devotees are those people who consciously get connected to Krishna, who are aware of their connection with Krishna through bhakti. But those who don't practice bhakti, although they are connected to Krishna ultimately, they are not aware of it. They are so caught up in enjoying the fruits of this material reflection tree. For example, uh, there are many children here. So you children may see a cartoon in the TV. The cartoon may look very beautiful. You may see a cat or a dog, or in the cartoon show, you may see an apple or a cake. It may look very beautiful, but you can't eat it, right? So you are seeing the reflection of original cake in the cartoon TV, but you cannot eat that reflection cake. You need a real cake to satisfy your hunger. Say you see an imitation mango in an animation movie on the screen. Can you eat it? No. That mango in the screen, in the animation video, is a reflection of the original mango. Original mango will satisfy your hunger, not that mango. So the material world is temporary, it's a reflection, it only gives us temporary happiness. But the spiritual world gives real happiness. And even in the material world also, if you are connected to Krishna, if you are aware of your connection with Krishna, if you are constantly endeavoring to keep that connection with Krishna alive by practicing bhakti, you will experience real joy, real happiness. Right? And one more thing, Krishna said in the last line of the shloka that urdhvamulam ashwatham prahuravayam chandamsi yasya parnani yastam veda savedavit. We discussed about the reflection tree. First half we discussed, but second half also we have to discuss more. Krishna said that chandamsi yasya parnani. This reflection tree has so many leaves, and those leaves are compared to parana. Parana means chandamsi yasya parnani. Parana means leaves. Chandamsi means Vedic hymns. So the Vedic hymns are compared to the leaves. Generally, um, leaves beautify the tree. When you see a tree without leaves, it doesn't look very good. When the leaves are there, the tree looks good. Similarly, only when the Vedic hymns are there, only when somebody follows the Vedic hymns, this material world provides some kind of joy in this world, right? So, we need to understand that Vedic hymns beautify this world, sanctify this world, but uh, just knowing the Vedic hymns is not sufficient. Krishna said, Yastam Veda Savedavid. Who is a Vedavid? Who is the real knower of Vedas? Not one who just simply recites and memorizes the Vedic verses or mantras, but also tries to understand the purpose of these Vedic mantras and follows them, puts them in practice. Therefore, we are not here to just understand, just to memorize the shlokas uh, or remember and recite them. We are supposed to apply them also. The leaves are compared to Vedic hymns, but Krishna said, Yastam Veda Savedavid. The knower of the tree is the real knower of Vedas, not the knower of the leaves only. Right? So, we should not just stop at simply memorizing the Vedas, but we should also apply the Vedas. What is real understanding of Vedas? Vedavit. Who is a Vedavit? One who understands Krishna. In the 15th shloka of this chapter, we will understand more. Krishna said, Vedaischa sarvair ahamaiva vedyo vedanta kridveda videvachaham. By studying all the Vedas, I am supposed to be known. But there are some people in this world, they are too caught up in understanding the Vedas or too caught up in the material enjoyment that the Vedic mantras promise. In the second chapter, Krishna said, Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna. These Vedas talk about three gunas. And Krishna said, Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna. Come out of these three modes. Right? A true knower of the Vedas is not just one who knows so many hymns of the Vedas, but one who understands their purpose. The purpose of all the Vedas is to know Krishna, is to serve Krishna. That is not there, then there is no point. so, so in this shloka, we learned that spiritual world is original and material world is a reflection. So the material world is compared to a reflection tree which is upside down. Roots are upwards and branches are downwards. But one should know the purpose of the existence of this material world, purpose of the existence of the Vedas, and try to connect with Krishna because Krishna is the root of both. So real happiness comes from Krishna, not from temporary things in this world. And how do we stay connected to Krishna? By chanting the holy names of the Lord, by offering prayers, by studying Bhagavad-gītā, by going to temple, by associating with devotees. Then we will transcend our attraction towards the material world and will come closer to the purpose of the Vedas. So these are some insights on the first shloka of the 15th chapter. Tomorrow we will learn the second shloka. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.